Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Three Identical Strangers. Three strangers are reunited by astonishing coincidence after being born identical triplets, separated at birth, and adopted by three different families. Their jaw dropping, feel good story instantly becomes a global sensation, complete with fame and celebrity. However, the fairy tale reunion sets in motion a series of events that unearth an unimaginable secret, a secret with radical repercussions for us all. Dramatic, if you ask me, for us all. Okay. This is a 2018 movie. It runs an hour and 37 minutes. It's rated PG-13. Doesn't star anybody because it's a documentary. First thing I gotta tell you is I'm gonna use the word a lot and probably in this review. This movie was very boring. It's the word of the review. Boring. This movie does get to the point fast, which I appreciated. We all know what it was about. We all, if you've ever heard of this movie, you know what it's about. You knew what it was going to do. For the most part, be about storyline wise, and for them to get to the real point within the first 15 minutes, it's like, all right, cool, let's get to it. So I think if this movie was about 45 minutes long, it would have been perfect. You would have had the beginning, that was good. You could have had half an hour of material, that would have been it. That would have been great. But this thing runs for an hour and 37 minutes. And it's just completely boring. It keeps going and going, and I just can't understand why they would make it so long. I guess nobody wants to make a 45-minute documentary, but, that would have been about the right amount of time for this thing. Especially at the beginning, this thing has a lot of neat stuff. A lot of original, very exciting things happen. They're not underselling it in the first half hour. That's not my problem with this thing. But I just found myself not caring as they went along. Like it kept getting more and more and more of I don't care. And after about an hour, I was like, oh, is this movie over yet? Oh man, there's 40 more minutes. It just got ridiculously boring. It was terrible. The thing that angers me about something like this is I saw it at the independent film theater we have here in town. I heard everybody say how good it was throughout 2018, and now we're in 2019. And I just cannot believe that people like something like this because it honestly angers me that I had to sit and watch a movie about celebrities abusing their status. I mean, this was supposed to be a nice feel good beginning, and then it turns into them smoking and drinking and doing all this stuff and being with girls and not talking to their parents. I mean, you can gloss over that if you want to, but I was sitting there just like rolling my eyes because I was bored about hearing about these people that had this amazing thing happen to them, and then they just turned into every other crappy celebrity out there abusing their power with drugs and drinking. It was honestly stupid. And then this lady on this, I can't believe I had to watch her. I literally was ready to punch her in the face on the TV. Uh, this old lady trying to justify what happens to these triplets and what the whole situation is with the movie. For her to try and justify things and the way she talked, like I wonder if the Obamas like take back the fact that they ever had a photo with her after she was in this movie. She's so evil and hideous and like just like I think one guy in one of the triplets says it right that there is no justifying the situation. That's good. That he said that. I wrote it down right before he said it. And for her to be on this screen and to be a part of this, like whose idea was that? She was just so awful. It was terrible. And then they start throwing in other info. I call it side info because it's on the side. I don't care. Like if you want to talk about it, If you want to have it in your movie, that's fine. But things about the cars and mentioning that they were on these, talk shows like a million times throughout this thing, which gets really redundant and boring and stupid. They talk about these girl twins and they talk about other twins and they have this doctor trying to explain the situation and that helps, but it's just side info. Like there's no source material after the half an hour mark. It's an interesting story, it's neat stuff, I guess, but I mean, there's a lot of side info and there's a lot of repetition. This old lady ruins everything. And for them to talk about the stuff they talked about, I just don't care. That's just the situation. I just don't care. So I'm going to give Three Identical Strangers a C minus. I hate documentaries, but I wanted to give this one a try because everybody was talking about it all the way through 2018. So I was like, okay, it's 2019. I can finally give this a chance. And I did. I watched it. It was boring. I'm not going to ever watch it again, but I can't advise to watch it because it's just, that's the story. Is these triplets find each other. That's enough of the story. You don't need to know anything else. So, thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies, guys. Thanks.